Hi,
We are Jen and Phil of Second Chapter Love,
we're back.
sharing honest conversations about love, healing, and loss after heartbreak.
And this week we're talking about how do you stay connected when life is nonstop.
And if you survived Maycember, let's go.
Well, they're watching it now. It's June.
No, tomorrow's May 31st.
Oh, there's another day to go crazy.
That's it. Well,
Okay.
Can we not? Anyway, we've got a lot going on tomorrow, but that's because June for us is going to be a little wild. But I feel like we need to remember, and that's what we're here to talk about this week, how to stay connected in those very busy times.
Yeah, because I'm going to tell you that it's very easy when you're busy to create emotional distance between the two of you. Sometimes it's one of these things where it happens before you knew it was going on. You'll turn around and look, and it's like we're partners in this deal, but we're more like roommates moving back and forth. And I think it's important to keep passion in your life and keep your love connection alive and working strong.
I agree, and I think it's really easy to do. I mean, you're just spinning, right? And so I'm doing my things, you're doing your things, we're caring for the kids or making sure everyone's okay via text or FaceTime or whatever, but making sure that you and I stay connected, and then the things that we can do to kind of do that. I think one for us is every morning when we are together physically is starting together with coffee.
Yeah.
We do it every day.
We start every morning with, I let the dogs out, then we sit down and we have coffee together, and we kind of, as we get our thoughts together and how we're going to do our day, we sit down, we talk to each other about nothing, things that maybe are not connected to the stuff that makes us so busy. Not like, What are you doing today? Are you going to be here? What's the schedule like? No, it's like, did you hear about what happened on some TV show or whatever,
or carousel of progress.
Oh my goodness! Yeah, there you go.
Disney folks, put your thoughts down below.
Yeah.
But I think and we're sort of thinking about caring for one another, and sometimes that can even feel emotionally exhausting. You're making sure that your partner's okay, or you're caregiving for someone in your life, making sure that you're still staying connected through all of that, because that intentional connection really matters.
And there's I have a friend who recently lost a parent that she had been caring for a long, long time, and I'm going to tell you that I can see it didn't happen for her, but I can see how that would mess with the relationship. If you have we're of the age where our parents are, Jen and I, both of our parents are gone, but there are people that are doing that. They're living with that right now. They're at the end of their path, and it's not easy. It's hard, and so you're carrying that with you, and you're working hard. You're doing your thing, but remember that when that end comes, and so it will. Remember that the important thing is the person that you're going to be left behind with. Keep that relationship strong.
That's a really good point, and I think that staying connected and reconnecting throughout, and maybe it's not as much. There's days where I can text a lot, or I can communicate with Phil a lot, and there are days where just everything is going, and we're not reconnecting until dinner time.
I hate those days.
They're not the greatest, right?
It's little things too. Sometimes it's and I think maybe worse because we're so alike. We'll I'll be like, man, I haven't heard from her in forever, and I'll just pop a text that just says I love you or something. Oh my gosh, I was just going to tell you this happened, or But it's important to keep that connection. If you're on your second chapter already, and you're feeling yourself drift apart, hang tight, grab that. Remember, that's what's important. You worked hard to get there.
Yeah, you
right?
sure did. Yeah. And you're just protecting that. Protect the communication during those stressful moments. Protect what you have built or what you're building. If this is something that's starting, I often hear that too, where, a relationship is budding and it may go quickly or have a really nice rhythm to it. At least you feel the rhythm is nice. And then all of a sudden it gets quiet. And you start to second guess, or you're starting to question. And instead of, kind of stepping back and waiting, sometimes just step forward and say, hey, just thinking about you. I hope things are well. if you're very busy, I just want you to know I'm right nearby. And sometimes that just takes all the pressure off the other person who's thinking, oh my gosh, we got started in a great relationship. I'm not doing a great job trying to foster this, but there they are, they're here for me. And so that those little touches can really hold those relationships together.
We talk a lot about grace, you know, and giving grace and understanding and peeling back. Along those same lines, if your partner is going through craziness and bedlam and mayhem, and you reach out and you get a snap back or something to that effect, try to remember that your partner's carrying something heavy. So give the grace to let it slide from time to time. If it becomes consistent, you know, hey, don't let the distance grow between you.
Yeah, that's true. And don't swallow it all either, right? So, you know, if you feel like you're trying and then nothing's happening and you could tell the other partner is very stressed, but you're starting to feel really down, you do need to stop and take a minute and really describe what you're feeling, because relationships don't distance overnight. They distance in time, and that time
slowly.
And
then all at once.
And now you're thinking, what just happened, right?
Yeah, and then we're breaking up and having Italian food.
Oh, that's a funny story. I think we've told that one. If we haven't, we'll tell that another time.
Go back and check one of the other videos. It's a good one.
Exactly. But what helps you feel connected again?
For me?
Yeah.
I like when you walk by and put your hand on my shoulder, or the little gentle touches, or the smile when I'm not expecting it. Those kind of things really work for me. What about you?
Your bread. Oh. I got home tonight. I'm going to get a watch. I'll put it in the thing. I'm still learning how to do all that. This bread that my husband makes. Oh my goodness. That and like sweet little things, little notes, just those kind of gentle touches that, you know, I can hold on to and kind of stick in my bag and think, gosh, he was thinking of me when he did that, and that means a lot to me.
I'm going to share something. Can I share something?
Share something.
Okay. So
I'm the one who edits, so I can cut
anything. So we first met, and one of the first things I told Jennifer is I'm moving to Florida. So we now have a house down in Florida. And I had a house up in north of where we're at here in Michigan. And one of the things that I hated were oak leaves, because I don't know if anybody lives in a northern climate. They don't go away. They're not like a maple leaf that crumbles up. They don't go. They're there. I think there's oak leaves from 20 years ago. Jennifer wrote a little note for me. The first time that we separated, when we had the house down in Florida, she came up and left me behind for about a week. And I opened up a drawer, and there was a note that said, in case you're missing home. And she had one of those stupid oak leaves. And do you know that that's over 4 years ago? I still have it. I was just there this past week for a few days. I opened up the drawer, I saw it, and it makes me smile.
See? And you were connected with me again.
Yeah.
All that distance.
Yeah. So, yeah, that's really cool. I like that kind of stuff.
I do too.
Yeah.
You know, we want to make sure that we're staying connected and that you remember yourself and your partner when things get busy. And it's just because December is over. June is sometimes crazier than that. If you have someone nearing the end of a school year, or your family around the end of a school year, it can be wild, and just sort of prepping up for what summer means.
And remember that busyness can make people feel unseen. So, I mean, if I get too busy and I don't tell you how much I love you, always remember I love you.
Okay. Well, I love you too.
I'll buy you ice cream.
It always comes back to ice cream, doesn't it?
Yeah.
All right. Well, thank you for being part of our second chapter, and we hope you are on the path with your second chapter, or just figuring out who you are in this time in your life.
So remember, we're not here as some kind of psychiatrist or relationship. We're just two people that figured out a way to make it work. And if you want to hear more from us, just hit like and subscribe and click the little bell if you're on the YouTube thing that says, notify me when something comes up. And we'll be around. You know, we're here to talk. If you have any questions, or if you think we should talk about something, hey, those guys never talk about walking around without shoes on, or whatever, something ridiculous. I don't know. it's always about the feet. If ask us in the comment section.
Yeah.
Leave us a comment.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So
Appreciate
thank you.
your time.
Have a great day.